You did everything right. Zero carbs, perfect macros. Then you eat a big steak and your ketone strips look worse. The scale freezes. Hunger comes roaring back. And the next day your energy feels flat. So you cut protein, feel miserable, and still stall. That is the hidden trap. Protein did not break keto. Your setup did. Ketosis has two gates, and you have been pushing on the wrong one. Moving to slide 2. Gate 1 is carbs. Carbs raise insulin fast. Insulin tells your fat cells to hold on, and ketones drop. That part is obvious. Gate 2 is protein. Protein also nudges insulin because insulin is needed to move amino acids into muscle and other tissues. For most people, that insulin rise is smaller and shorter than carbs, but it can still matter when the rest of the day is set up poorly. Here's the part people miss. Fat sets the pace. If your meals are lean, your body has less incoming fat to burn, so it leans harder on stored fuel. That's good, unless insulin is being bumped repeatedly or calories are simply too high. Keto is not a free pass. If you are eating more energy than you burn, ketones can read lower and weight can stall, even at low carbs. Then stress changes the rules. Poor sleep, hard training, or life stress can raise cortisol and adrenaline, which can raise glucose output and make ketone readings look worse temporarily. So yes, protein can influence ketones, but not for the scary reason you've been told. Moving to slide 3. Gluconeogenesis is not protein magically turning into sugar because you ate a chicken breast. It is demand-driven. Your brain and a few other tissues still need some glucose, so your liver makes what is required, even if you eat zero carbs. You cannot force it to overproduce just by eating protein. Most of the time, blaming gluconeogenesis is just missing the real lever: meal structure and total energy. Moving to slide 4. Protein can lower ketones in a few specific situations. First, very large protein meals. If you pack most of your day's protein into 1 or 2 huge sittings, insulin rises more, and ketone readings can dip for hours. Second, low fat alongside protein. Think chicken breast, tuna, egg whites. You get the insulin nudge from protein, but you did not bring enough fat for steady fuel, so you feel hungry and chase snacks. Third, frequent grazing. Even small protein snacks can keep insulin from fully settling, especially if they happen every 2 to 3 hours. Fourth, high stress and poor sleep. That combination pushes glucose output up, and your body may temporarily choose glucose over ketones. Fifth, early keto adaptation. In the first weeks, your muscles still waste ketones, and your system is unstable, so readings swing more. If any of those sound like you, fix the pattern before you punish protein. Protein is often the thing that keeps keto working. Moving to slide 5. Protein often saves keto because it protects what you are actually trying to keep: muscle. In a calorie deficit, adequate protein reduces muscle loss, which helps your resting energy burn stay higher over time. It also reduces rebound hunger. Protein increases satiety and helps you feel done with a meal, especially when it is paired with enough fat and non-starchy fiber. If you train, protein supports recovery. Better recovery makes it easier to keep activity consistent, and consistency is what makes fat loss predictable. And for many people dieting hard, enough protein helps prevent that drained, cold, low-drive feeling that comes with aggressive restriction. It is not a magic thyroid hack, but it supports the basics: enough nutrients, enough muscle, enough recovery. So the goal is not to fear protein or chase the darkest ketone strip. The goal is to hit the right protein target in a setup that keeps you full, calm, and progressing. Moving to slide 6. Your protein target is simpler than most plans make it. Base it on your goal body weight, not your current weight if you are significantly over it. Start moderate, not extreme. Roughly 0.7 to 1.0 grams per pound of goal body weight per day is a solid range for most people. Then you adjust. If you are constantly hungry, losing strength, or recovering poorly, bump it up. If you feel stuffed, cravings rise, or you are forcing shakes to hit a number, pull it back. Match protein to training intensity. Hard lifting and lots of steps usually need more. Rest weeks need less. And track outcomes, not urine strips. You are aiming for steady energy, good training, and predictable appetite. Get the target sane first. Then the way you package it into meals does the real work. Moving to slide 7. Daily protein matters, but meal size often matters more. If you stack most of your protein into 1 or 2 huge, ultra-lean servings, you can get a bigger post-meal insulin response and a longer stretch where ketones dip. Instead, distribute protein across the day. Think 3 to 4 feedings with a consistent portion each time, sized so you feel satisfied but not heavy. Also, avoid making every meal pure lean protein. Pair your protein with adequate fat from the meal itself, like eggs, salmon, olive oil, or a fattier cut, so digestion is slower and appetite is steadier. Then give yourself real breaks between meals. If you snack all day, insulin never fully drops, and your readings will look worse than your actual progress. Build meals you can repeat, and let the gaps do their job. The source of protein is where this gets even more interesting. Moving to slide 8. Protein is not one uniform input. Whey tends to raise insulin more sharply than most whole food proteins. So if you slam a whey shake and wonder why ketones drop, that is often the reason. Lean meats and very finely processed proteins also digest faster, especially when they are eaten alone. Whole foods usually slow things down because of the food matrix, chewing, and the mix of nutrients, which can smooth the response even at the same protein grams. Added fat changes the curve too. You are not canceling protein, you are pacing it. One more wildcard is alcohol. It can lower measured glucose while still disrupting fat burning and appetite later, so the numbers can look falsely reassuring. If your goal is consistent ketosis and stable hunger, choose protein sources and meal composition that behave predictably, not just what fits a macro calculator. That also means you have to be careful about how you test. Moving to slide 9. Testing can fool you, even when you are doing everything right. Urine strips are the biggest trap. They measure acetoacetate that you excrete, not ketones you are using. Early on, strips can look dark because you are wasting ketones. Later, strips can look light because your body is using them more efficiently. That is not failure, it is adaptation. Blood ketones are more precise, but they still drop after meals, especially after protein. That dip is normal. What matters is the pattern across your day and week, not a single post-meal number. Breath meters add another layer of noise because acetone changes with hydration, breathing pattern, and even how long you hold your breath. If you are dehydrated, readings can look higher. If you just drank a lot of water, lower. Morning readings can mislead too. Cortisol rises before you wake up and can nudge glucose up, which can push ketones down, even if your diet is perfect. Exercise also scrambles the numbers. A hard session can raise glucose temporarily from liver output, while ketones may rise later during recovery. If you want clean feedback, test at the same times, compare like with like, and look for trends tied to hunger, waist, strength, and sleep. Most stalls blamed on protein are actually something else. Moving to slide 10. If fat loss stalls, do not assume protein is the culprit. Check the sneaky stuff first. Sauces, marinades, and keto snacks often hide carbs. Too much dietary fat can also keep you in a calorie surplus, even with low carbs. Snacking keeps insulin elevated and blocks the clean gaps you need. Then look at sleep and stress. Poor sleep drives cravings, and stress can raise glucose output. Fix the basics, and your progress usually restarts. If you train hard, your protein needs may surprise you. Moving to slide 11. If you train, you need more protein. Lifting, sprinting, and hard intervals break down muscle tissue, and you rebuild it with amino acids. On keto, you still use glycogen for intense work, so do not chase perfect ketone numbers at the expense of recovery. Post-workout, prioritize a solid protein dose within a few hours, plus enough total protein across the day. If you feel weak or flat, check electrolytes before blaming protein. Low sodium, potassium, or magnesium can feel like low energy and poor performance. Your goal is consistent training output, good sleep, and steady progress. Recovery beats perfect ketones, especially when your body is under heavier stress and your limits change. Moving to slide 12. Some situations change the protein and keto conversation completely. If you have type 1 diabetes, ketosis management is not a DIY project, because insulin dosing, ketones, and illness risk can intersect fast. With type 2 insulin resistance, higher protein can still work well, but big protein boluses may raise insulin, so portion size and meal frequency matter more. If you have kidney disease, do not take online protein targets as advice. Protein restriction and medication interactions are individual and should be medically guided. Pregnancy and breastfeeding also need professional guidance because energy and nutrient demands shift quickly. In medications like SGLT2 inhibitors, steroids, and some blood pressure meds can change glucose, ketones, and hydration. The safest plan is the one that fits your physiology, not somebody else's macro chart. Moving to slide 13. Here is the simple playbook. Set your protein target first. Hit it, then stop. Most people do best with a consistent daily range rather than constantly adjusting meal to meal. Keep carbs consistently low because carb swings are what usually destabilize cravings and water balance. Then let fat fill the gap for hunger and energy, not as a number you must force. If you are hungrier on training days, add fat or a bit more protein, but keep carbs steady. Make changes in 2-week cycles because scale weight can lie when water and glycogen shift. Track waist and strength instead. If your waist is shrinking and your lifts or reps are holding steady, you are doing it right, even if ketones fluctuate. Moving to slide 14. Pick one meal today and audit it. Is it protein first, carbs consistently low, and fat adjusted to hunger? Then test one change for 2 weeks and keep notes on waist and strength. For the comment, tell me your daily protein intake and your rough body weight. Subscribe if you want more keto clarity without the hype. This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Optimize your biology, not just your diet.